everyone, Yensid Organist here, and welcome to another episode of OrgelCraft. I hope you guys are having a great day today. In the last episode, we finished the supports that are holding up our Spaceship Earth base. We got those all done, plus we also made the tunnel entrance into it. I've done a little bit of work between episodes, just kind of framing out the rest of the building, and so that's what I've got going right here. And that is the first thing that we are going to work on today. My goal is to get the entire building finished in this episode, so we've got to get this this whole area done here. I'd like to get the system to get our minecarts in and out. There's a support that we forgot to build in the last episode. I'll put it on screen right here. There's this extra column that is going to go on the bottom, and it comes right down right about in here. And so we need to add that as well. The other thing that I want to work on is I want to do a little bit of terraforming. I think this is a little too high based on where our support legs come down and where the entrance comes in. So I want to bring this down 2 or 3 blocks, and that's going to take a little bit of time. But I think that is something that's doable because I want to completely do the ground underneath. I have an idea for how I'd like to do that, and that is actually something that we're going to do in a future episode. Quite possibly the next one, and it's going to involve doing something interesting in the end, and actually in the void between the main end island and the outer end islands. So that is the plan for today. I'm going to take this hill down as well, and you know what, because I'm going to be breaking. Okay, so I just clicked the wrong button. I meant to go and adjust my audio settings, and instead I clicked something that stopped the recording, so apologies for that. I'm going to start working this because before we get into the big building part of the episode, I want to take just a minute to talk to you guys about Patreon. Now, I have a video that is going to be coming out on Friday that's going to kind of go into more detail about this. Oh, look, a raiding party. I'm just going to let them be, and hopefully they will let me be. For those of you who don't know, I have a Patreon account, and this is something that people can do to help financially support the work that I'm doing on this channel. And it's primarily for the main videos that I do on the channel. So all of the organ covers, the classical stuff, the vlogs that I do about the organ and Disney and all of that. But I have been kind of reworking all of those because the reward system was not great. Okay, not great is an understatement. The reward system that I had up there was awful. So I have completely reworked all of that. Oh, apparently there's a cave down there. I have reworked all of that so that hopefully I can get some more support on there because I love doing this, but, you know, right now it's what is classified as a hobby because I really don't make any money. I get a little bit of ad revenue from YouTube, but it's a paltry amount. And so I'm really trying to kind of do a push right now to hopefully get some more people supporting me on Patreon so that I can devote more time to doing this channel and bringing all of these videos to you guys. Like I said, there will be a video coming out on Friday where I'm going to talk in depth about all the different rewards and how you can do all of that, but I wanted to talk to you guys specifically because I decided to include a very specific Minecraft tier in the rewards. And so how that is going to work is the Minecraft support is $6.40 a month. You can see what I did with that if you are a hardcore Minecraft player, or even a regular Minecraft player. Yeah, and so what that is going to... What that will get you in terms of rewards is I do a monthly newsletter that I send out to all of my patrons. You will get your name on the end screen of my videos. If you've watched all the way to the end, you know I put a list of all my patrons on there, and so you would get your name on there. I do weekly updates on the Patreon site, and you'll get access to those as well. But for a Minecraft supporter, the added reward that you're going to get that won't appear in any of the other tiers is that I will do a build specifically for you in this world of OrgelCraft. This can be either something that I design and just find someplace in the world to put it, and I'll dedicate all or part of an episode, depends on how many people I get at that level of support, and just build basically a house that is your own. The other thing that I can do is if you have a build you'd like me to put in the world, you can send that to me and I will recreate it. There are some conditions to that. It's going to have to be within a certain size. I haven't quite decided on what that size will be, but I'm not going to build an entire castle. So it will be limited size, and obviously, it can't be anything that looks inappropriate. So there's that as well. But that is what you would get if you were to choose to support me that way. And then the other thing that I would do is once that is done, I would actually provide you with a personalized world download. I haven't done any world downloads yet, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do those. But if you become a Patreon supporter at the Minecraft level, once I have built your house, I will do a download that I will send directly to you so that you can actually get to play in this world. So if you're at all interested, if you're thinking about it, I would encourage you to go over to patreon.com. I will put that link on screen right here. And, of course, that link is also down in the description. You can go there and check that out. But you can get more information over on the Patreon page, so definitely would encourage you to check that out. And, if you are enjoying what I'm doing on the channel, you'd like to help support it and help keep me being able to do all of these videos, then, definitely consider becoming one of my patrons over there. So that is all that I have to say on that. I have run out of room in my inventory, so I'm going to go ahead. I also got this down to the level it needs to be at. So I'm going to get all of this stuff put away, and I'm going to get started on the building over here that is going to be our entrance, and I will bring you guys back when I have something to show you. Welcome back, everyone, and we have a mostly completed building over here. So this is what I have been up to. So went ahead and took the cyan terracotta all the way around on the bottom and then used this light gray concrete on the top. Now, this is not finished by any stretch of the imagination. I need to do some detailing on the outside of this. But this is what we are working with right now, and it goes all the way around. If I can fly, there we go. So it comes all the way around and then continues on the other side. Now, eventually we will need to make an exit in this area. And as you can see, there's still a hole here. I want to do something with lighting in here, and I have something that I want to try a little bit later in the episode. We're going to leave that for right now. So then, coming over here, I brought the wall down, and I went with blue terracotta. Obviously, it looks purple, but I kind of like this little bit of a different color, and these doors are just temporary. But this is the interior, so I went ahead and used the blue terracotta as the floor, and got that all finished in, and then the top of this building is all smooth stone slabs, so it's completely spawn-proof on top, and I think it looks pretty good. I also went ahead and finished off the interior of the tunnel coming in with the black concrete and got the rails set up as well. Now, I think what I want to do in these tunnels here is I think I want to get black wool to line all of this, which should make it spawn proof. I don't think mobs can spawn on rails, so that way we don't have to have any torches. It can be nice and dark as we go through there. So I've done all of that. I also did a little bit of terraforming on the outside so that we could get the ground level with the bottom of the building. There's a couple of places there are gaps underneath the floor here, but I put torches under there, so we should be good to go. We shouldn't have anything spawning under there. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to build, there are kind of some supports that go under these columns here, and I want to start working on those. They come most of the way up, so I'm kind of thinking maybe to start from here. So let's try this. They also go at an angle, so let's see. Let's do maybe 2. 2 and 2. How does that look? I think that looks pretty good. So then we want to bring this all the way down. If I can get that placed, there we go. And this is going to go then all the way to the ground over here. There we go. And let's bring it all the way over. And I'm out. That's all right. I've got concrete powder. Decided to do it that way. Okay. It looks a little flat. Maybe once we get it all filled in. I also don't like the visible dirt over here, so we might have to do something about that. So I tell you what, let's get this filled in. Let's see, how far do we want to go? Oh, I already have it brought all the way to the ground. So there is that. All right. So that, and then there's a little light blue section that runs through this, and I don't know how accurate we're going to be able to make that, but let's put the light blue there, and let's bring it down like this. Not quite that sharp. Let's do light blue there, and then we'll bring it down. So we'll maybe go like that. And then one more. And then can we bring it this way? How does that look? I'm not a fan of that. What if we... Whoops, that's not where that should go. If we put that there, what if we put this one higher? And then obviously this would come all the way out. I think that looks okay. Maybe I want to go ahead and finish this, and then we can play around with it a little bit more. So let me fill this in. And then we'll take a bucket of water to it so that it will all harden. I figured this would be a little bit easier. I've been making a lot of concrete, and concrete is a pain to have to make. So I thought I would try this way and see if it was any more efficient. All right, so there's that. I'm going to take those out of there, and then I have a bucket of water here. Didn't mean to throw the rockets. There we go. And we can just put that there. Let's put that up there. And of course, it's probably going to wash away any torches that I have on the ground. There we go. Alright, how does that look? You know what? That looks pretty nice. Now, it's very flat, so I wonder if maybe I want to actually bring it out one more this way. Do I have any actual concrete for the top? Let me try this up here. If we put that there, how does that look? You know what? That might be okay. Yeah, I think that'll probably work. All right, I do not have nearly enough of this stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit more made, and I'm going to get these finished. I will bring you guys back when that is done. So here are the supports completely finished. What I ended up doing was I ended up tapering them a little bit on the inside, gives it a little bit more depth, and it's about to be nighttime. But I think that looks really good. It works really well to kind of funnel you in, and obviously we need to get those doors fixed, but that's coming. I'm getting there. Not quite there yet, but I really like how these came out. I think they look really good from the outside to get that nice little splash of the light blue in there. And I really, really like how that came out. So I'm kind of a little bit of burnt out with building, so I want to go on a little bit of a quest next. And let's see, do I have any of this in my inventory? I do. So we discovered in the last episode that you can break glass with a silk touch pickaxe. So what I'm kind of thinking I want to do is I want to go out to the underwater temple that we found way back in, I don't even remember what episode it was in, but it was very early on in the series. I heard a skeleton. Yep, definitely heard a skeleton. They might be outside, though, because it is nighttime. So I want to go back out to that, and I want to see if we could potentially get some sea lanterns with our Silk Touch shovel. Now, we're not going to fully raid the underwater temple, so like I'm not going after the Elder Guardians or anything like that, which is going to make it difficult because they will give us mining fatigue, which is going to make it difficult to do something like that. But I want to at least give it a try because the idea that I have for this little part, let's see, I don't think I have any ender pearls, so this is going to be really dangerous. And I'm outside. All right, well, that'll work. The idea that I have is to fill this with sea lanterns so that we can have a little bit of light both on the inside and on the outside. I don't think I will completely fill it because there's a lot of space here. But I think that might be something worth pursuing if we could get a few of them. So I'm going to go back over to base. I'm going to grab some potions and some buckets of milk to dispel the mining fatigue, and then head out to the temple, and I will meet you guys there. There's a spider in my nether tunnel. All right, let me deal with you. Goodbye. All right, I'll see you guys over there. Welcome back, everyone. We are out by the underwater temple. I'm not 100% sure where it is, but I know that if I go in this direction, we will hit it eventually. There's the shipwreck, so that should get us close. So when I was coming through the nether, I decided to test my theory out on a glowstone block, and it worked. So I think that this is going to be a possibility. The trick is going to be finding enough sea lanterns to make this worthwhile. All right, the other problem is we're going to get hit by these. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. All right, so let me do this. I want to place a little bit of an island out here. All these guardians are going to be a bit of a problem. Let's see here. If I can break their line of sight, this might not be worthwhile. Oof. Yeah, they're getting me pretty good. Okay, time to escape. Getting out of here, getting out of here, getting out of here. Yeah, I don't know that this is going to work. I did not factor the guardians into the mix, and those guys hit hard. All right, well, tell you what, let's do, I made up some water breathing potions, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for my health to get back up, and then I'm going to, there we go, I'm going to take this water breathing potion, I'm going to wait to drink the milk to get rid of the, what is that? The mining fatigue until I get right up on top of this. So let's just swim in and see how this goes. Maybe we can kind of sneak around. All right, I'm going to take that. There we go. And Oh, this is really slow, and I'm getting hit. I don't think this is going to work. We could go after the guardians. Oh my goodness, there's so many of them here. I'm in trouble. Also, apparently my water breathing didn't work. What now? Oh. What is that they say? When you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So it did not occur to me that when I drank the bucket of milk, I was going to negate the effects of the underwater breathing. Yep, we're done here. Oh, well. It was a good idea. It is one that I will have to revisit, so we will probably just have to go ahead and fill the base in with something for now. Maybe I'll use glowstone. I don't really like the way glowstone looks on its own, but we could at least do that temporarily. It would give us some lighting, and then when we come and finally take on this temple, then we can get the sea lanterns we need. So this was an interesting excursion, and it was a nice little bit of a break from what I had been working on, and yeah, live and learn. Yeah, we need to take out the Elder Guardians before we can do anything else with that tempo. Tempo? Temple. Tempo is how fast you're going. Apparently, I'm talking too fast. Yes. All right, so yeah, I guess I'm going to head back over to the base, and I guess I can get rid of all this milk now. Okay, I'll see you guys in a little bit. After the fiasco of the underwater temple raid, I have gotten a little bit more done here, and apparently picked up seeds. So, let's see, these were in here. I went ahead and finished the gap that was in there. I did gather a whole bunch of glowstone. This is not going to be permanent, but I wanted to be able to put the lighting in there and just see what it looks like. I also went ahead and finished off the exit that's going to be over here. So the doors are also temporary, but we have this little path here to get out, and just did a little bit of color with there just to kind of have a little bit of design. So that is what I've been working on, and then if we come and look under here, you'll see I decided to go with quartz, and I think that looks pretty good there along with the glowstone, which eventually when we switch that out for sea lanterns and it's all white under there, I think that'll look really good. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to work on some detailing to the outside of this building, and as you can see, I've got the scaffolding all built up here because I played around with this a little bit trying to get an idea for what I wanted, and I'm stuck in the scaffolding. If you're not right in the center, you kind of get stuck when you're coming up. So two things that I want to do are I want to kind of use this as just a little bit of an accent, and I think I want to start here, and basically I just want to run glass panes up like this, and up close they don't look overly great, but I think that when we kind of step away they'll look pretty good. And I think when I was playing with the design I wanted two, let's see, so we would go there and there. Now, I don't think we want these to connect. Well, let's see how that looks. We got one that connects and one that doesn't. So we'll fly away. And yeah, definitely don't want that to connect. Let's see if I can manage to land on the scaffolding. Nope, I can manage to smack into the building. All right, so let's go ahead and grab that back. And then we're going to go two more, and so we'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Is that what we did over there? Yep. All right, and there should be one more. Let's see if we can hit it. 1, 2, 3. Two, and then we're just basically going to bring this all the way down. Let's see. Well, then it changes. Let's see. Yeah, it changes when it gets over here. So maybe let's go I'll tell you what. Let's keep the diagonal pattern going. 1, 2. So we would start there. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then do like that. Maybe let's take this one out, and then this will kind of level it off a little bit. I think that might be good. And then I don't want to do anything that's going to catch a corner. So then maybe here we'll start going straight up. How does that look? Yeah, I think that's going to be good. And then one, and then here. All right. And now once we get here, I actually want to put a window that's going to run through here. And I'm thinking that I want to do it 1 block down, but that might not work with where the roof is. Let's see. See if I can grab that, and then I think I have, there we go, light blue stained glass that we're going to put in along there. So let's take a couple out there, and then let's do a couple lower, and we'll then fly away and see how it looks from a distance. Alright, so there's that. And we will fly over here. Can I land? Oh, look at that. I'm not really sure. You can kind of see the ceiling, which won't be an issue, I think, once we get the interior of this building done. Fly over here one more time. Let's actually land on a tree and look at it. Whoop. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you know what? From a distance, I think I actually want the one that's a little bit lower. I think that's going to break it up better. So, the sun is setting, so I'm going to need to go and sleep. So I am going to do that, and I'm going to go ahead and get all of the lighting finished on there, and then I will bring you guys back when that is done. The detail work is done, and I think this place is really starting to look good. So we have the, whoops, I can't get in the air. So we've got the white stained glass all the way around the outside, and then the windows in the top. Let's see if I can land on this tree and we can get a closer look. Yeah, I really like how this comes out. It looks... It doesn't look quite as good up close as I would like it to, but it does look really good from far away, and I like that there's some depth to it, there's some more detail. And yeah, so I think that this part of the build is pretty much done. I also started working on getting the tunnels in carpeted. Now, I don't have nearly enough black concrete, but I have this side, not black concrete, black dye to be able to do it. But this side is done, so that should be all spawn-proof in there with carpets. Like I said, I don't think let's try that again. I don't think mobs can spawn on rails, so it gets nice and dark in here, and once we actually get the interior of this sphere developed a little bit more, we won't have nearly as much light bleeding through there, hopefully. I don't have enough carpet to get this side done. I need about a stack of it, and I have 15. So that's going to be a little bit of a process. The nice thing is I have a wandering trader out there, and for the first time ever, he actually had something useful. He was selling black dye, and I got 3 black dye for an emerald, so I completely bought him out of that, and I used a little bit of it, but that's how much I have left, so that's pretty good. So things are wrapping up with this episode. There is one more major piece to this, and of course the sun is going down, and that is the last little support column that needs to come right in here. But before we do that, I want to actually get this whole area leveled off. I want to bring it all the way down to this level and get it refilled in. I want to do kind of like a mixture of andesite and stone as the base for that. And the reason for that is one, that it will look good and it will kind of set off everything else from around here, but I have something planned for the next episode which I think is going to be really, really cool, and I think you guys are really going to like. But I'm keeping that one to myself for right now, so you will just have to tune into the next episode. So I'm going to sleep, and then I'm going to get to work clearing the land out there, and then I will bring you guys back when I'm ready to get the pillar started. Well, guys, in the last 45 minutes, 3 things have become very apparent to me. First of all, this area was much bigger than I initially thought it was going to be to clear, and my tools are nowhere near up to tackling this project. 2, I don't have enough resources to completely cover this all over. This has used about 75% of my andesite, and I have a long way to go. Now, obviously, I'm going to work a lot more stone in through here. You can kind of see what I've done a little bit with texturizing here. And I'm going to do more of this, just kind of like random swaths that kind of cut through there. And the third thing is I am almost completely out of time for this episode. I've got to get it put together. But I want to finish the structure of this, so we're going to get this done right now. So the last thing that we have is this column that's going to go up along here. And in real life, it is mirrors. We don't have anything in Minecraft that is going to look anything like a mirror, so we're going to approximate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this light gray concrete that we used on the building over there, and then surround it with white stained glass. So I think what I want to do is, I think I want to start from... Let's see. It also is going to be in an oval shape. So let's see. If we did 1, 3, 3, 5, 5. Yeah, okay, that's going to be too far. So let's maybe start here. And we go 1, 3, 3, 5, 5, 5, 3, 3, 1. That, I think, will be good. All right, so I'm going to need to take down a little bit more of this. Alright, that should be good. Alright, so let's start here. Let me see if I can do that. Alright, let's bring that all the way down to ground level. There we go. And then we can lay this out on the bottom. Yeah, I think that is going to look good. Let's see. Do I have any stone on me? I do. All right, we can fill that in. So then what we'll do is we will basically just surround this with the white stained glass. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, I probably will go ahead and do that. Oh, I hope I have enough stained glass for this. I do have more glass up inside the base, so we should be okay for this project. And then we'll take that out of there so it doesn't connect. So that's the basics to it. I just need to get it all built up. And I don't need to fill this in, do I? No, I don't. I'm glad I thought about that. I only need to light it up on the inside and then do the outline of it. So I'm going to get that finished. I'll bring you guys back when that is done, and we will wrap this episode up. Well, here it is, the last of our support columns. I think it looks really, really nice, and I think it really just kind of completes this whole thing. So it just kind of wraps around. And that is that. And if we take off and take a look at it from a distance, I think it really kind of helps to just kind of completely finish this off. So I'm really happy with what we managed to get done. I'm going to continue working on the terraforming between episodes because it will be important to have that done with what I have planned for the next episode. But here's everything that we've got done. This tree needs to come down, and I want to build up some other trees around there. Maybe try my hand at some custom palm trees. We might give that a shot. So I think that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give it a like and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, I would encourage you to subscribe and make sure you click that little notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest posts. Be sure to follow me on social media, and if you'd like to help support the channel, I would encourage you to consider becoming one of my Patreons. You can find links to all of these sites down in the description. Thanks for watching. See you real soon.